What can you share?
Well, I just had a checkup. I just went through the entire checkup. They checked everything. I'm perfect health.
Right.
Perfect health. Nothing wrong, thank God. Well, my father died of a heart attack. He was a diabetic, and my uncle, both my uncles were diabetics. I don't smoke. I drink a little bit. Drink modestly, sure.
Sure.
It's a monitor that monitors your heart rate and your blood pressure. And it's going to be kind of a surrogate for how you're feeling during the game. We're going to check your blood pressure periodically. We're going to be able to monitor your heart rate throughout the game continuously. The second component of this are the the electrodes, the EKG leads, which would actually they're monitors. The little electrodes that go under your shirt.
Okay.
And it would monitor your heart rate continuously, which would not show up. You have the perfect shirt for it. None of this will show up actually.
I think there's always an adrenaline rush that hits you, even when you're flying in. And in an exciting game like tonight, and the Lakers are playing so well, and this is a big game for us. Of course, it's always been our biggest rivalry. But it's really fun. I mean, it's stressful, but it's a fun stressful. I think it's different than in business. You have everyday business stress, and then this is the stress of winning the game. They're probably similar in so far as your heart, I guess. I wouldn't know, but I think they're a little different. I think as an owner, you go through a lot of different emotions. During the game, you'll see a run that the other team has when they'll score 10, 12 points in a row, and then you're depressed, and then then we'll go on a run and we'll score 10, 12 points, and now you're happy. So there's different emotions throughout the game. What we've learned throughout the years is that not to get too high on the highs, not too low on the lows, because you have a lot of games. If you get too excited, then it's all for naught, because you play another game in 2 days. So you kind of have to control your emotions. When we first started out in our ownership, every loss was like the end of the world, and so we kind of had to learn to be an owner again. We can beat the Lakers tonight. The interesting thing that we've seen about our team is that it seems like we rise to the talent, and we've beaten Orlando, San Antonio, Houston. We've beaten a lot of great teams, and then we fall apart with these bad teams, Miami and Atlanta. I don't understand it. We play up to the level of the competition. I almost feel like we could lose every other game but beat the Lakers, and I'd be happy. I always say the only thing better than watching the Kings win is watching the Lakers lose. I feed off the crowd. I think the crowd may feed off of me. They see me jumping around and getting excited, and they'll get excited. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Absolute whoop-de-doop by Brad Miller. Heart rate 133.
But like in a game tonight, forget the balance. I'm going the other way. I'm going all out tonight because it's a special game, and we want to beat the Lakers. That's plain and simple.
It started out fairly stable. His heart rate jumped from a baseline of 85 to around 110, with peaks anywhere from 135 to 175 depending on the action and what was going on. Good plays by the Kings far outweighed say a good play by the Lakers. Good defense, good offense by the Kings. The heart rate would shoot way up. Wow. Oh. And toward the end of the game, everything kind of just stabilized to a chronic level of about 110. And then once the Lakers had the game in the bag, it really didn't change very much, irrespective of what happened. He took off his monitor around about a minute and 15 seconds or so. The fans were screaming, hey, Maloof, how's your heart rate now?
Find me a good loser, and I'll show you a loser. We hate to lose, and we play the game to win.